as usual.
Yes, naturally.
I really want a cup.
I have maple. Maple.
Pour it in there.
Okay. I know. This is maple from York County. There you go.
Popped up. It means I need to sit back down.
Okay, is the audio too...
How do I sound, friends? Yes.
Yeah, is it too loud? I
Aha! It is I, Alphinius Goo. Yes. In my pajamas. Well, camera Mandy, so here's the deal. You know it's been very stressful this last couple weeks.
Yes. We have a lot of going on in the
real company.
In the marketing, yes.
And this old man has not been sleeping a lot because I'm going home because the last big piece of the puzzle, everything else is being printed right now over in China. The last big piece of the puzzle is Crovenloft,
yes.
Which again, I will say, Mr. Hostetler and your is the lead author, and your marvelous Carrie, and your wonderful AJ, and your Lawrence and Ead, and a little bit yours truly. It's quite a tale. It's really good. I am very excited to see how Game Masters run it. But, so I'm going home and I'm doing that at night. And of course, a lot of stress in the day job, and I haven't been sleeping very well. Yep. So I was a little, oh, there it is.
There
oh, gosh. This. So a lot of people have said that cover is fire, and I think it is fire. Right?
I think that most of our, because like we're working on putting together our holiday sale right now. I think our holiday sale is going to hinge a lot on like Crovenloft and Two Guys and Gax reaching people.
We have to make sure we got them to deliver, though. That's the thing, timing wise. I think we will. But I'm so nervous. And now all of a sudden the tariff thing is different. So now, originally, remember, we thought we were going to be 130%. Now it seems like it's not going to be, it's going to go back. And so, anyway, all this stress, right? I'm a stressed out wizard, my friend, stressed out wizard. And have not been sleeping. And sleep, as you know, Cameron Mendy, sleep is important for this old man, right? He gets a little grumpy, he gets a little dark. Those of you who have suffered through your life with any kind of depression or these kinds of disorders, as they call them.
What is the thing about bipolar?
It's a brilliant madness.
Yes. Well, we both have it.
I know, dear.
So
yes, and for all of you out there who suffer with these things, you have our sympathies and our love. And if you have someone in your family who suffers with these things, just understand it is so, when these things happen and you go to these places, you can't really always control it. You can't stop it from making you feel badly and all that stuff. But on the other side, for those of us with this somewhat bipolar thing, right? It's a good way to, creativity. Depression goes with creativity. I mean, it is amazing.
Yes.
But, so for those, but
the best way to balance it, 100%, sleep. So
I took a pill last night, Cameron.
Good, I'm glad.
I took it kind of early. And I think I slept like 9.5, 10 hours. And Ms. Goo said this morning, she says, "Oh, you slept long." I said, "Yes, I did, my dear." She says, "You look good too." It was very nice.
Oh, that's lovely.
She didn't call me a ragamuffin because I did get a little trim too. So anyway, hello, friends. I apologize for that long diet. Okay, go back to the first for the box.
Oh, the box first.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you zoom in so people can see it a little better?
I mean, this is the closest I can
That's
get
fantastic. So Stephen Dugan did that, right? And show yourself real quick. So tell me what you think, because you got to see it just yesterday, right? That was your first time you got to see it.
No, I've seen it on social media.
But not the box.
You posted this.
Yes, David.
Oh, you just posted this yesterday?
I think I posted it yesterday.
Well, I don't know. I had seen it before you posted it.
Yes.
What do I think of this? I think that it is very badass and very powerful, and I think that it's going to be a big seller for us. So
I think Stratanava is one of my top favorite characters in the world of Zyathé. She is, of course, marvelous Corey. See
Paul, coffin box. I might have to 3D print one.
Paul, stop.
He can 3D print
you can 3D print your own special coffin box. I'm okay with that. But listen, here's the deal.
It won't fit in there though, because how big would that box have to be?
It'd have to be at least
massive,
9 inches across.
Yeah.
Across, and then it's got to be at least 11 inches down. So it'd have to be. If you did it, anyway, it'd be cool. But maybe someday if we actually make money ever as a company.
Andy says I can laser cut and engrave some wooden coffin boxes.
Ooh, Andy, you guys need to stop. You're killing me right now. Anyway, here's the deal about Stratanava. So let's go back in the history of Zyathé. And again, the wonderful thing about Zyathé for me more than anything else is how many of our amazing, wonderful people have contributed to it. And how many authors we've worked with who have never been published in anything before, and how wonderful they are. And I must give much credit to Paul. He is a magnificent writer, Cameron Mendy, magnificent writer. Now, so I want to talk about this. So Corey, we make Vanzentia. Because we had West Verdestia, which was the first thing we did, and we pretty much did that ourselves, right? And then we go to East Verdestia. And in East Verdestia, we enlisted the help of some of our community to help write these various places, right? And so we end up with this magnificent land. And in Vanzentia, there is a queen and a civil war and all kinds of things that have taken place. And the queen has an advisor named Nikolai Darstrov. And Nikolai Darstrov is a vampire. And I know I've talked about this before, but I want to talk about it again.
You know what I love though is every time you talk about it, it's with the same amount of intensity.
Oh, it's so...
and almost the exact same way. I bet we could literally find the 5 other times you've done this on Goo Morning Zyathé and overlay it, and the script would almost
and people would laugh because they'd be like, he repeats himself like an old man. But the thing is, we're talking about and there's always new people, so I never know. And I think though, I don't know if chat, if I get too repetitive, will you tell Cameron Mendy so she
everyone in the chat is really in on the coffin boxes. They're still talking about coffin boxes.
All right, coffin boxes. You talk about coffin boxes while I finish this tale for the new people who've never heard it. So Estrud Krovenloft and Gerald Geisengax come to this place in Vanzentia because they're there on a secret mission for the queen, right? Estrud, they're there for many years because the secret mission is not something you can accomplish in just a very short period of time. Okay. It is a long mission.
Pause.
Yes.
I do like this one. Okay. We're not going to do it because we're way too behind. So maybe not the adventure in the coffin box, but dice in a coffin box.
Oh, that'd be cool.
No,
I actually like the whole thing being in the coffin box. But again, I don't know if people have to buy those damn things, and I don't know if everybody wants to buy a damn coffin box to put anyway. But so imagine this in my mind. Here's what's in my mind. Here's what you
do: is you get really big. Okay.
I'm trying. I'm just trying to pay our bills. All I want to do is pay our bills right now.
You get really big, and then you do a special edition.
A special edition
of the coffin box.
So, okay, imagine this. It's in my mind.
Okay.
You have the coffin box. We all know how they're shaped, right?
Yes.
They've got sort of this trapezoidal thing at the top, right? Yeah. They flat on the top, then they got angled sides. Sometimes they have little flats on this side, and then they go down to a flat bottom, right?
Yes.
In the middle, it's wide enough to accommodate the box set. It goes right in the middle, right?
So it's a box inside
of a box. But at the top, you have special Krovenloft dice set in its own little box. Maybe its own little coffin box inside of the coffin box with a box below it, right?
This is what we call the blue sky phase.
Now listen, think about this. Okay. Down at the bottom, we have an open space where the feet would go. What do we put there? Chat, what do you think we put there? We've got the dice, we've got the box set, we've got the feet area.
Maybe it's a doll of
Stratanova. A little Stratanova squishy.
or a mini. Maybe it's
Harry's minis.
Yes,
Harry's minis down. Oh gosh, this is really getting good. It would only cost like $400.
What a deal. What a deal.
Anyway, all right. So Estrud passes away.
Right.
Nikolai Darstrov comes with the queen, or as the queen's representative. The queen did not come. Comes as the queen's representative to the funeral because he and Estrud were good friends.
Yes.
And somehow Vladiana, the oldest sister, is inflicted with vampirism. She then inflicts her sisters, who did not want to be. They were horrified, right? And Stratanova is the youngest one. And she is very conflicted. So do you want to read this or do you want me to read this? You got to make it big though, because I'm incredible. Paul wrote a series of entries in her diary.
Can you read it?
I can.
All right, go.
It doesn't sound as good with me.
It's certainly not going to sound better with me.
I killed father.
Okay.
I killed Orson. I killed dozens of guests and family and servants, guards, innocents. I ripped them apart and feasted on their blood. I feast still, vagrants and brigands, the lost of the wood. I am a monster. My dead heart no longer beats, but I feel it. It's pounding as I recollect the pleasures of snuffing out each and every one of their lives. I see their faces when I close my eyes. I hear their cries in the silence of my perpetual night, I better lean forward, of my perpetual night and my depraved body delights. I don't know if any of my humanity remains or whether it has been fully extinguished by my atrocities. Yet sometimes I feel something small and faint stirring within me, possibly what is left of a human soul. It is so quiet now. Perhaps I only imagine its screams. Happy anniversary, Grandpa. I mean, cameraman, so I was, as I'm going through doing the layout and some editing and such, and I'm working through the diary, right? And I look at this picture, and I look, and to me, this is one of the finest things we've done. This right here. First of all, Benjo did a magnificent work with Stratanova, and she is a reluctant vampire, right? So this, this is very departive from sort of many vampire stories where we just go in and kill the vampire, because the way we've structured this is we've really given the game master and the players much latitude of how to interact with Stratanova, because they won't be able to fight her in the beginning. And now it is really up to the players and the game masters to sort of tell their story with whether Stratanova becomes sort of a tragic figure in their party and potentially even a friend in some way. Now, not perfect friend, believe me, she's going to come back and try to kick their ass, but a friend in some way, and or just a monster that they are just doing everything they can to destroy. So anyway, I think it is magnificent. I cannot wait for people to see it. Yes, it is now in a box. Yes, it is much larger than it was supposed to be. And to give all credit to Paul, as the lead author on this, to give him all credit, he way overwrote beyond what it is. So it could have been even bigger. Now, he has accused me of adding things, which is not untrue, but it could have been bigger. But Carrie, bless her heart, was able to cull it to a more manageable fashion.
God bless Carrie. Okay. Speaking of Paul.
All right, yes.
Paul posted this very gooey picture.
Yeah, so Paul is a very gooey and wonderful person, and we have contested much. So in my life, as a creative director, I've had the opportunity to work with many wonderful and marvelous creative people. And the good news about creative people is that they love their ideas, and the bad news is that they love their ideas, right? So sometimes when a disagreement comes, you have to contest a little bit. So Paul and I have contested a little, but it has been a pleasure, Paul.
Here's the deal. At the end of the show, I will give away another of these Alphinius victims.
Oh, we will give, and aren't we doing another giveaway for that map?
Yes, we were still
in
the middle of doing giveaway.
Yes, yeah.
So
that is the one good thing about Goo Morning Zyathé. Okay, so I want to know, cameraman,
what
is there any long-time person in the chat right now? And you got to be a long-time person, if you are, who has not won something on Goo Morning Zyathé. And if you have, you need to put that up in the chat.
Yeah, if you have not won something.
And you got to be a long timer. This is not, I've been watching it for a few months, right? This is somebody who's been around for a year, 2, 3 years, something like that. And they're pretty consistently watching, right? I want to know.
Okay.
Because maybe we'll send them an Alphinius pin.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Wisco Dice Gaming never won something. That is Ben. So.
All right, Ben, you're getting an Alphinius victim pin. Reach out to cameraman. I agree. Ben deserves a chance. Although, I just want to make sure.
That's fine, because I'm sending him a check for running games anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll send it with the
and
check.
a button.
And also, Rich Jeanford, I will also send you a button.
All right.
Yeah, those two. Wait, let me write that down. Hold on. I need to make a note or I'll never remember.
Much love, Rich and Ben. Anyway, so Paul, because he feels put upon sometimes by this old man's grumpy opinions, and I'm not above saying that I can be grumpy at times.
You know what? Paul can handle it.
Of course he can.
So
he has a potency of his strength of ideas, right? And contesting. I think I said this. In fact, Paul had a wonderful conversation about contesting for ideas and team, and how I believe that unless you are very supremely talented, which is rare, right? Even Stephen King has an editor.
Yes.
Even Stephen King has an editor. So
Everybody
let's remember that. And it's probably one of the greatest writers of our time. Brandon Sanderson has an editor.
No, just kidding.
I know you don't love his words. People think
he's verbose.
People think he's overwritten, like Tolkien, right?
You know what? Good for him.
So Tolkien was very verbose, right? But Paul and I were talking about this. I believe that in my experience, the coming together of visual ideas and word ideas and all of this stuff comes together and really ultimately creates a better experience, a better thing. So he does feel like my victim, I'm sure, but that's okay. Love you, Paul.
All right. Gotta move back. We have a packed show.
Well, yeah, we got
poor Adam's waiting in the background. This is great new art. Adrian's been posting a bunch of great new art.
And Adrian moved to Denver, so we're going to see Adrian at Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, yep, indeed.
Yes, very exciting.
All right, so good stuff from Adrian. Jeremy posted this, and this made me happy. Started running a game out in the Vindaxian
wastes. You got this.
Using a new TTRPG system called Gates of Crystella. Here's what I love about Gooey Cube. What we do with Gooey Cube. So this is what
show yourself.
Is this in East Fordestia?
The
Vindaxian wastes are in East Fordestia. Yes. So he took a little blurb from one of our lore books and has now fleshed out a full campaign that's not 5e.
Yes.
And that's what I love about the sandbox of what we're creating. Yes, we have these adventures, and currently where Joe is out there converting Tomb of Geisengax.
Yes.
And Andy has converted Ghost Stone to Savage Worlds.
And Harry's done some Savage Worlds conversions as well.
Yeah, well, he made his own,
yes,
based on Smedley.
Yes.
And so anyway, I love that, we have this thing that people can play with. I think it is awesome. And I'm very, very excited to hear that.
Well, and I love the Vindaxian Wastes because it is a magnificent sort of cold wasteland kind of thing that's far to the north.
Is there dragons? Am I remembering that right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I remember we did a tour of it on Goo Morning Zyathé like 4 years ago. So yeah, it's been a while.
We did Remedy, but it has been a long time. But this
Shadow Dark. That's what Haunted Wolf was doing.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So the Haunted Wolf is Joe. Yeah. So anyway, I just love this brings my heart joy because this is exactly why we do the lore books. This is exactly why we do what we do. So doesn't have to have a module associated, but you can sandbox it and
the goal is always for giving game masters, creators, who they are for the most part, and many of their players are as well, right? Giving creators room, but a foundation of inspiration, right?
Yeah.
And that's the goal.
Okay, so Blade Zeus. Just to let the Gooey family know, Extra Life is doing a Twitch live until midnight, and then again tomorrow. So we actually have a couple Extra Life things going on. I pulled one from this is Vanda. So we actually donated. I cannot remember. We donated a few modules to Vanda for Extra Life. For this stream.
Yes, for their giveaways.
Yes.
To get people to support.
Yeah, so this is a big month for Extra Life. I know even last month, Katie was doing Extra Life Halloween streams and stuff like that. So
and we love what they do.
Yes.
A marvelous charity.
Absolutely. So check out the link that Hans just posted in the chat that has Vanda's Extra Life stream.
If you got a few extra bucks, and I know it's a little tighter this time of year with all of the holidays coming and all of that stuff, but if you got a few extra bucks, maybe throw them a little love.
Yeah, for sure. So awesome. Okay, so yes, go Extra Life. We all love Extra Life. Okay.
Extra Life, extra bucks. Ha!
What a tagline. That was not it, Kim.
No, don't worry.
I say Kim, the marketing guy. You could do better than that. Okay. Extra bucks.
I actually love their name.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
It is perfect.
Yeah, Jason, this is pretty good.
Okay, doesn't this seem suspicious to you? No, the wind must have blown it up there. It's the Xbox in the tree. I don't know. It doesn't sound plausible. fine, I'll keep it for myself. And then the other guy climbs up the tree. Just doesn't feel right is all I'm saying. And it zooms out to all of the
bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good.
Yeah. Also, Ken defends you. He says, hey, Kim, the marketing guy, hasn't been getting any sleep. But he said that he got 9.5 hours last night. So, he should be on his game. That's all I'm saying.
We're doing a lot of branding right now for a number of companies. So it's a lot.
Yeah.
This is a great picture.
I will say like that. One thing that I'm so impressed with, I will say this about Kim, the marketing guy, and this has always blown me away. He can normally whip out taglines like that. It's impressive. So, but anyway, we are getting some new merch in the shop. I love the new Hawaiian shirt. I'm very excited from.
I think little Chet action on there. Yes.
Yeah. No, I like that we're using more of the cube, than just the big. So yeah, I'm very excited for those. Yeah. And then we got some new guys. This picture does not show off the shirts very well, but
no, it more shows off Lawrence and Iad and Macy
looking cool.
Yeah, like, hey, what's happening?
We'll get better pics. But yeah, those I don't know when they're going up, but they should be up pretty soon. So, okay, let's keep going. We got to get Adam on. Oh, this was from. I meant to share the story in the Crovan Loft one. I love you were just like not able to not post spoilers.
Edvard did this one for us, and this is a big encounter in Crovan Loft in the depths.
Yeah,
and I wasn't going to show it, but you know what? I mean, I don't think it ruins things. I think it just gives people appetite for what's coming.
I like the little house that's built right next to it.
This is a little cottage, so it's not a huge place. It's a small place, right? It's a very small cottage, but this is a big monster, and it's gonna. It's the ancient necro serpent, cameraman.
Very nice.
Yes, and it's going to bite your face.
So scary.
But Edvard did a marvelous job with that one, and it enamored me along with many of ours in Crovan Loft, and I just wanted to show it. Look at that. So Lawrence had this inspiration idea, right? I wanted to see how it would look on canvas, how the Evening in Ethel. And by the way, it is going to be a Brawling in Blood. So our sequel image that will go right along with this, that Benja will do for us when we do the next crowdfund for Geisengax, the Temple of Inquinacious Evil. I still love it. Donnie, if you're watching, mwah! The Temple of Inquinacious Evil. So anyway, it will be a Brawling in Blood, and we'll have our legends like getting punched in the face and having black eyes and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll do that one. That'll be a sister to this one. And so, but Lawrence says, I want to see how this looks on canvas. So he goes out and he makes a small version, but you couldn't really see the detail. It was just a little fuzzy because canvas is not great like paper, in terms of printing on. So he went and got a double size one done, and it is really good. It's really, really fantastic. So we brought it in and we took a picture, and it's just it's wonderful. I mean, you've seen it, cameraman, yes. So
I'm in the picture.
No, I mean you've looked at it carefully. You've looked at the.
Are you kidding me? You made me look at that thing for like hours, making sure that every little detail was perfect and there was nothing offensive in it.
Okay, grumpy cameraman.
So
you looked at it for hours.
Listen,
with a magnifying glass on Saturday night when you were supposed to be going out with Adam, and I was so mean. The taskmaster Alphinius. Oh, that is not true. She probably looked at it for 5 minutes.
Paul says I'm in the picture. Meaning me. So yes.
You are in the picture. You and I are on the far right-hand side.
I know. It warms my heart.
We're going to be in a Brawling in Blood too.
I love that.
I might have you punching Stefano.
Ha! I love it. Although I feel like it'd be more like a hat toss.
Oh, a hat tosser?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick, this is great.
As a GM and player 47 years, I have to say the cube has gotten scarier with each evolution.
Yes, it definitely has gotten.
Okay, I'm not going to read it all because we got to keep booking.
All right, keep going.
So Harry posted an amazing new, or no, this is not Harry. This one is Red River RPG. Yes. Sorry. I saw the mini and I was like, Harry, but no, I tried to grab something
very
new
steampunky
because it's very cool. Like, yeah,
yes, very steampunky. And of course, what we did with the Technic Artificitor, right, was to really make I think a great mechanic for them being able to build these constructs and doing all this stuff. But this is great. Yeah, This is a really, really cool image.
Yeah, it's awesome. So,
although Harry's most recent one, since you mentioned Harry's most recent one that he did of the guy with the big nose and the cape and all that, I really liked it.
I did not see that one.
Whoa, you didn't?
No.
Oh, Harry.
I have to go find it.
We have to get camera Mandy to see it. If you're watching, is Harry here
to be
today?
clear, I mean, I don't know if Red River RPG is watching, but Harry is still my dude. So
well, yes, I mean, Harry has crafted many wonderful things in the world of Zyathé. But we
amazing.
We support creators. That's
yes.
what we do. We show people stuff.
There's room for all the minions.
Yes, there is room for all of us to not make money.
Exactly. That's hilarious. Okay, we had a couple cool Halloween costumes.
So good. This is Pam's son.
Yep.
Yeah, Leo is there. Yes.
We got a druid.
Really good.
Yes.
Although I was disappointed, so I was.
You are being throttled.
Why do you think? What have I done?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm really scratching my head.
You pissed off the Facebook gods.
I think Facebook is throttling me a little bit because I'm not getting the post reach. In fact, you saw the one where it said if I paid $10, I would double my post reach, which was 0. I was like, my post reach is 0, and I'm going to pay $10 to double it. Really good idea, Facebook. Maybe it's because I'm talking crap about Facebook.
I know they're listening to because we do stream this live to Facebook. So they hear you all the time. They're hearing us right now.
Listen, Facebook, we've built a wonderful community of like thousands of people. All right. We support that community. We do all kinds of fun stuff. We have that kind of listen, you can put up with my criticism when you do things you shouldn't do.
Well, our numbers shot up when you started ranting about Facebook. So
woo through the roof. All right, so we've been having a lot of fun with this.
Yes, I am behind on it. I will admit.
Well, I cast burning hands on all these strange green fungus-covered skeletons, and I don't know the outcome of that yet. But
Joe has not told us what level we are, so I'm not sure.
That's why I didn't do something crazy.
Maybe you're a level 20.
I really wanted to cast Finger of Goo, but I didn't think it would be effective in this sort of system. Yes, Alphinius' Finger of Goo. Yes.
Anyway,
that sounds bad, cameraman.
You can hop in. Everyone should hop in on this. This is Joe's Choose Your Own Adventure that he currently has going on. It is a lot of fun. Cassius, we are team oil painting.
Yes.
Hashtag team oil painting.
So yes. I think I can't remember if it was Randy. Somebody said we need to put the other painting up with the other two. And we did that as well, but I don't know the outcome of that, if that had any kind of effect.
Joe says you are very powerful teens.
Oh, powerful teens. I'm baby Alphinius. Do I have a beard?
That's funny. Okay, I have a funny story before we bring Adam on.
Yes.
And then we're going to bring Adam on and talk to him about writing and lit RPG. So this week, I was doing a video shoot at the Senior Center of the YMCA here in Colorado Springs. And that meant I was going from different classes that they have. They just opened this beautiful new Senior Center here. And they have like art classes going on and dance classes, and people sit around and play cards, and it's awesome. But anyways, one of these art classes,
and people who cannot afford it are still never turned away.
Yes,
I mean they do wonderful. The YMCA does wonderful things here.
Yeah, I mean honestly, I love my shoot days at the YMCA. They make me happy. They put a big smile on my face because it's so ingrained into the community. But I walk in to one of these art classes, and I don't know what the art class was, but I have to believe it was something about like history of like medieval art or something like that. And I kid you not, I have pictures of it. I should have grabbed the picture. The art teacher is teaching about snails in medieval art. And literally someone is like, why do they put so many snails in medieval art? And she's like, we don't know. And I am just like, the chances of me being in this class right now, as we were talking, I can pull that picture.
I am bothered by this whole snail thing, but I'm even more bothered because you are absolutely correct. And this is a very much a true thing that there were snails all over medieval art. Now, there's some part of me that says they ate them, right? Because we do know they ate them, right?
Uh-huh.
But they also were a terrible pest, right? If they were in your garden, right, they were eating your sustenance. This is not like, oh goodness, my tomato or my lettuce is, in my little backyard garden is getting eaten by the snails. These little bastards are eating our future, right? They're going to kill us, right? Because they would eat our sustenance. So I don't know. I don't really understand it, because why wouldn't you have other bugs or bugs? Why do snails? If anyone knows an answer to this, I'd love to hear it. If somebody wants to, Google it or something and get some kind of an answer, I'd love to hear it, because I've never pondered it, but it is definitely something. By the way, cameraman, I like this maple coffee.
Thank you. I found the picture so I can show it.
Really quickly. Oh, wonderful. Okay, put it up.
I will show it, and then we'll bring. I'm telling you guys, Door County, I love their stuff.
Well, I want to be clear about this. Adam has done a little bit of his own posting of snails.
He's so good. So So look at this. She's literally there teaching about medieval snail art. And isn't that just phenomenal?
Not for me, cameraman.
Okay, let's bring Adam on.
Escargot is my nemesis.
I know. So dramatic. Adam's over here laughing.
There he is. Hello, Adam.
Good morning.
Oh, wait, hold on. We have to put
I did not realize there was a...
Right.
We can't
funnel.
hear you. Hold on.
Stop, Adam. Don't say anything more.
Okay, I can hear you now. Hi, Adam.
I thought there was no audio. And I'm like, oh, no. That's right. It was headphone. Or
low budget production. Adam's been on before, so he knows how this goes.
Yeah.
There he is. Hello, Adam.
I too am also in the, the Goo Morning funnel.
Pajamas.
This is what we do on Saturday mornings.
Adam just moved, and he's still waiting on all of his furniture.
Yeah. So how are you streaming? Do you have internet now, or are you still waiting on internet?
Well, he has internet. He's on the show.
Oh, that's true. I thought he could. Well, there was some part of me that wondered, did he do something? Because we have things here we call MiFis, right? So they're these boxes, and you pay for them, right? And they are really our emergency for our day jobs, our marketing jobs. If we're off somewhere and we lose internet, they're kind of an emergency. They also are more secure than sort of open internet that you might get at a hotel or something like that.
Right.
So we have those. So I didn't know for sure if you actually got the internet or if you were using some device. But it seems like you have internet.
And internet has been set up, kind of necessity of modern life, I guess. But
so we have. Sorry, Adam. I'm cutting you off. But Michelle posted a big thing in the chat about snails, and I know that we're all invested in.
Sorry,
snails.
Adam. You'll have to take a moment here to hear about the snail thing from Michelle.
Theories suggest they symbolize the struggle of the poor against the aristocracy, a commentary on cowardice or social climbers, a parody of knightly valor, or even a specific group like the Lombards. Lombards, what a name. It is also likely that the motif was a popular humorous trope with a variety of meanings, including the snail's deceptive strength and its potential representation of death as seen in the Memento Mori tradition.
I feel that's really overdone.
I think that's something Adam would appreciate. I feel like that's something Adam would write.
So folks do not know, Adam is an author and is a very creative person and posts a lot of wonderful and interesting and sometimes quite esoteric things in the Gooey Den.
What can I say?
So, Adam, are you involved in this lit RPG thing too, or are you just more doing your traditional stuff?
I guess I was writing lit RPG stuff without realizing that's what I was doing. Because I had started a blog posting sort of novelizations of solo TTRPG playthroughs. And then, I don't know, maybe a few months later, I saw Cameron Mandy post about lit RPG. And I was like, does this count? I have no idea.
So here's the deal. So for people who are watching who do not know the Dungeonator, even though Adam looks like he's in prison, he is not. So they just moved and they have like no furniture and so that's why the wall is there. But we love the Dungeonator, and Adam has been a Gooey friend for a long, long time.
And he's written for us.
And he's written for us. Yes, he has. But you can see some of the things that he offers here on his page, and Adam, of course, is Adam. What I love about your posts is the creativity and thoughtfulness and interest behind them. One of the things that I admire so much about the consistent posters in the Den is bringing us these wonderful things that we probably would never think about nor look at. So, and some of the things you're looking at right here, Adam has posted in our places. So. Adam, tell us a little bit about.
Oh my God, what is this though?
That is a guinea worm.
Oh.
The first known, I guess, painting of somebody infected with this parasite that causes all kinds of problems.
You see, this is what I love about Adam is that our brains.
Hold on, stay with this, cameraman.
No, our brains are so different. I would never in a million years even think to look at something like this. And Adam, I just appreciate it. You bring so much insight and so much humor and just weirdness, and I love it. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy.
So, there's in
Okay.
D&D, right, in the game, there are a number of different creepy parasite type things, right?
Uh-huh.
The brain boar, beetle things. And I'm trying to remember come on, chat. What's the name of the little worms that go boring into your skin? Not the brain ones. There was another one. I can't remember.
This one? The one that we're
Well, it
looking
wasn't
at?
this. It wasn't a guinea worm.
So, Adam, how do you take inspiration from like stuff like this and turn it into art?
Oh, the art comes after the writing. I usually do a lot of digging around classical art, looking for things that seem to fit whatever the writing happened to be. I think the great thing about solo TTRPGs is a lot of heavy lifting has already been done for you by the game designer, right? They create the setting for you. There's usually like a character creation process, or even maybe it's just as simple as like there's no stats or anything. It's just like, this is the kind of character you are. And now you kind of go off and kind of draw poker cards or roll dice for whatever the prompt is. And that gets you past that dreaded empty page business and kind of helps skip you pretty quickly into writing, I find.
Yes, and the empty page is real. This writer's block,
Mhm.
this thing is real. And what we've noticed too, for because we have lots of folks who have done stuff for us, as you know, and sometimes they literally, I've gotten emails, I can't keep going. I'm like blocked, and I try to give some suggestions, but sometimes it's okay because they've written enough, and then we take it and finish it off. So tell us about what you know. By the way, we should probably plug Jen's. Jen's has been pushing a little writers group, and I know you've been a part of that at times. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I unfortunately only discovered it like almost immediately before getting the move done, so I haven't been as much a part of it as I would like. But yeah, it was a good gathering.
Well, Mandy, we need to plug that a little bit more and get people to know, because there's so many really creative and aspiring writers in our group. And there are people in there who have been published. There are people in there who know, and I want to try and join when I can. The truth of the matter is, though, it just with what's been going on, it's just almost all of my leisure time is devoted towards finishing the last of the pieces for the Kickstarter we just did. But tell us about Lit RPG. We talked a little bit about it here a couple of times, but I think people are interested, and it's sort of hot right now, right? It's kind of hot.
Yeah, I mean, my understanding is that it's basically using what's a good example? Record of Lodoss War actually would probably qualify, I think, right? Because it's a record of an actual D&D game.
Yes, told in a tale fashion, right? It's given
right. It's sort of translated into more traditional writing that you might expect. Mm-hmm. I have seen some other blog posts that include things like the dice rolls or whatever to kind of help connect it to the game it's coming from. The little that I've seen, there seems to be a little bit of I won't say kerfluffle, but like a disagreement over whether those should actually be included or not. And
I like it when it's kind of on the side.
How come you weren't there, cameraman?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I took myself off.
No, do not take yourself off. You're the cutest one of the three of us. Put yourself back up there.
Okay. Well, anyway, no, a lot of times they'll like include tables and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, Adam, do you see what I deal with like all the time?
It's so much pressure on cameraman. There you are. Very good.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I generally I personally don't need them or want them. So I like them to be on the side personally. But I think overall, like the idea behind Lit RPG is that it contains some kind of gaming system.
Correct.
Is the overall theme of it. However, I do think that just a novelization of the story that you've told at your table, I think that can just be just as much, even if it doesn't have the game system in it, even if it's just Or if it's very simple, like leveling up isn't explicitly called leveling up and stuff like that, I think that still qualifies as lit RPG. So
yeah, I could see also like a narrating story style meta kind of
Adam, we're losing you
like
just a little bit.
characters becoming aware of.
Yeah, Adam,
we froze.
You're freezing on us right now.
Yeah, say that one more time.
Yeah, so say that again.
I was going to say that there could be some interesting, like never-ending story style meta lit RPG where the characters are becoming aware of the roles that are happening, yes. Like if they're included as part of the chapter or whatever, and they start to kind of like see the matrix kind of thing. That could be kind of neat.
Absolutely, yes. So I got a question for you. Let's be a little controversial. What do we think about the Chat GPT impact upon authors and writers as time goes on here? Is every book going to truly be written by Chat GPT? Have you pondered it at all? I didn't prep this question for Adam, so this is like a cold question he is not prepared for, but it came to my mind. It's been in my mind for some time. I'd love to hear what the chat thinks too. Anyway, continue, Adam. My apologies.
I think that it works through probabilities and averages, right? So just from the way it operates, it's going to produce average, right? That's basically what it does. And if I remember watching a YouTube video where somebody went over like, here are these traits that AI writing just tends to have because they're common, exactly because they're common. And, things like a profusion of em dashes, a lot of rule of three kind of writing, a lot of not this, but that kind of sentence structure. And as soon as this person pointed it out to me, I was like, oh,
yes,
like it's immediately recognizable.
Yes, it definitely, I think you can see these things. Now, some of those techniques, in fairness to the bot, right? Some of those techniques are marvelous, right?
Well, it's all based on human writing.
Correct.
So those were used from humans well before.
Yes, the bot has taken from us humans.
I agree with that, Adam, too. Like, I think that it's soulless, in a lot of ways. So not to say that it can't replicate like a story or a writing style, but I don't know. I think part of human connection is wanting to read things from other humans.
For me, and again, I agree with Adam. I've not seen it put out anything that is sort of like, wow, that's really good. I've mostly stuff that's pretty good. It's okay. Blah blah blah. Now, of course, with me, cameraman, when I'm writing because there's damn ellipses all over the place.
Oh my God. Yes. Paul has an interesting point. Problem will be, as our children are being taught by AI, they're going to emulate that writing when they are the future authors. So
yes, hopefully they will not just read the AI writers. They will read the classics. They will read because even writing itself, of course, has had wonderful evolutions, right, Adam? We've moved forward and things have changed, and people talk a lot about Tolkien being very verbose, which is what Mandy was alluding to. Brandon Sanderson is also true. And there has definitely been a movement in my reading and fantasy writing and science fiction writing to less verbosity, more action. Does that make sense? You agree with me, or do you think I'm crazy?
No, I can see it. Yeah. I think for my own writing, I started with poetry, not fiction, because poetry is very closely aligned with music. So like in my own writing, I'm very aware of like the sound of how it will read in your head. And I know in my case, I actually have aphantasia. So I don't see images, but I have like really, really strong internal audiation. And so I know not everybody's going to have, it'll be flipped. They'll have a really strong visual imagination, but not a very strong,
Adam, I've always wanted to meet someone who has that. That's so interesting.
Yes.
Yeah,
Many people may not know about it at all. They may, maybe you should tell. I'm sure the chat would be interested. Tell us about it a little bit.
Yeah. So aphantasia is the description for people who lack or have a very weak kind of mind's eye.
So like
I
if
think
I say,
in my case,
go ahead. I was gonna say, like
see
if I say
see a red star.
a red star.
Yeah, like imagine a red star and what you see, and there's like everything from just a pitch black kind of square to a red star. And when I close my eyes, it's just pitch black with kind of random kind of neon lights kind of flashing around.
So how do you feel like that translates in your writing? Like as you're visual, like, because if you're not visualizing a scene necessarily like in your mind's eye, like how does that influence you?
I'm much more aware of like the abstract ideas that are kind of getting thrown around. So like when I'm thinking of writing, I'm thinking a lot of like themes and symbolism and kind of that more abstract meaning, and then action and stuff like that kind of might hook into it. But it's definitely like what happens is a step down from the what is, I guess.
So that's very interesting. So from a standpoint of your thought processes, because you're right, you say a red star. Now, of course, a red star for me has lots of. All of a sudden, I have 5 pieces of artwork that come to my mind that some beautiful artist that we've worked with has done. But if you say a sunrise, right, or a sunset, right, it's right there, right. It's right in my mind's eye, as you say, right. So that would not happen. I say, imagine a sunrise over the mountains, and you would not see it.
Right.
But you could translate it into words.
Exactly.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I think, so in some ways it's a curse, but it is also a blessing.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten me lost.
Yes, I can
driving
imagine.
Around.
That I can imagine.
I have no recollection of any of this place.
So you're Gandalf walking into Moria. Yes. Was it Moria? I have no recollection of this place.
Yes.
All right. So I really want to start pushing the artist corner, because the author's corner, because Jen's been pushing, because there are a number of people who have reached out to me quite often and saying, listen, I want to embark on a writer career. And people don't know, but Jen's a very good writer. Obviously, some of the other folks in there are very good writers. And I want to try to help that. And I'm hoping that some people like Paul and Carrie and others will join that as well and kind of build that up underneath us. What would you tell someone who's aspiring to be a writer but never has? That's something
never
they
has written?
Never. Well, they might be writing only for themselves. They don't share it with anyone. They're nervous. They don't feel like, all that kind of stuff. What would you say?
How would I put this? There's a distinction between criticism and like just mean-spiritedness.
Yes.
And that particularly when it's people and you're open to critique, right? That's honestly how you get better. But I know that a lot of times criticism and mean-spiritedness can do this, right? So you would do well to find people who are able to do the critiquing and leave the mean-spiritedness to the side.
Yes.
But also, like when you start to recognize like the mean-spiritedness without critique, it becomes easier to disregard it, because you're just sort of like, oh, they're just being a jerk.
Yes, they're just being idiots.
They haven't given me anything useful.
But I will tell you that in the Gooey writers group, people do sometimes post up work and such like that, and there is none of that. There is always kindness and consideration. But the truth of the matter is, and I want to say this, I cannot speak it. Speaking as best as you can in love to guide someone who is maybe needing guidance. To not do that out of kindness is also not to help the person to advance. And as in my day job, this is what I've had to learn, right? Is how do I help people, and different people respond in different ways, right? Some people, you really need to kind of arm wrestle with them, and other people, you have to be much more gentle and much more careful. So you kind of, if you're trying to guide someone, you have to meet them where they are a little bit. But you are exactly right, Adam. But I would say too, for me, start writing, do it, show it to people. Don't be afraid. Yes, this is all good, right?
I have one. I would say
show yourself, cameraman. You can cut me out.
Oh my goodness, no, it's fine.
I know she's trying to keep the bandwidth from battling us.
Okay. I would say find someone like Adam Eason, who's different, who has a different mind than mine, and look at what they're writing or what they're interested in. And that will give you a depth to your characters beyond what you could create just yourself. And I think that we see that in the world of Zyathè, but the fact that we have contributions from hundreds of people all over the world.
Yes.
And someone like Paul can write Crovenloft, and you can write The Dead and Fallow, right? And it just
Adam wrote The Glooming
Doom. Yes, The Glooming Doom.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I've been looking.
Adam, we just have to do guys and gags first. It is already, we've got half the artworks are done, half the layout is done. Also, the Glooming Doom also, right, is also the other one. Those are the last two pieces of the puzzle. And as soon as we get Gloomport done, we're going to finish those. And then we have caught up. Amazing. Sorry, Camera Mandy. I want you to keep going. But before you keep going, I want to say this. For those who do not know, Camera Mandy was like super popular for quite a long time because of her fanfic that she wrote for Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lying, Camera Mandy, am I?
True.
How many followers? Tell the truth.
I don't know. I had a lot of...
thousands.
Yes. It's
thousands and thousands, Camera Mandy.
Thanks.
All right, continue. So anyway, she's speaking with authority right now.
Whatever. All I'm saying is someone plays like the Gooey Den, like the fact that we show the Gooey Den stuff and we see a post from 5 different people who found a piece of art online and made a quippy comment about it. Or I would never think to look at classical art personally. The fact that Adam does it for me and then I get to just admire it and enjoy his humor. That's all I'm saying is that to listen and to hear other people and their points of view, I think just creates depth that is very important to any story, whether it be lit RPG, whether it be romance, whether it be even just like nonfiction, So that is my thing. Anyway, let's let Adam finish talking. But before I stop, I'm just gonna say #map to enter.
#map.
Yes, to enter.
Say it, Adam.
#map.
#map.
Yes.
Listen to Adam.
Okay. I'll let you guys finish your conversation.
Yes. So how's our time?
We have 4 minutes left.
Okay. So Adam, again, if you're talking to an aspiring writer, someone who is thinking about it, what kind of things would you tell that person? What kind of advice would you give them? Because I really want you to know Adam is a very good writer. His structure, his thought processes, at least for me, what I've read of his works, and of course he wrote something for us. So in looking at Adam's work, he's a very, very good writer. And so he has things to tell you that will be helpful. So just if you're thinking about that, Adam, if you were going to tell somebody you're thinking about writing, how would you guide them a little bit to sort of move themselves forward, if you will?
I think there's a couple of things that come immediately to mind. One is if you are actually wanting to expand your writing to be more expressive and have more kind of fluidity, you do unfortunately have to practice the boring stuff. Writing sentences, learning how grammar works and how you can manipulate it. Like a really simple exercise that I've done is start with a literal subject-object 2-word sentence. How many different ways can I write that idea? Is an exercise that I've done for myself. And then also kind of related, I think most people, the difficulty is just developing a volume, just write as much as you can. But after a certain point, the way you actually start to improve your writing is to learn how to revise, and to take things that you've already written and just like rewrite it. How can you reorganize it? And that process of reorganizing things that you've already kind of written, it's actually a little bit like like packing. Like you pack a box and then you kind of go, oh wait, no, this is all, we can do better than this. You take everything out of the box, you put everything in, and suddenly you have an extra like square foot in there that didn't seem like it was there before, right? And then you can pack more stuff in.
No, that's a great metaphor. I cannot tell you. I've known authors. This is a great advice right now. So just so you hear this, I've known authors who literally will walk away from their work for a few days or a week and just not think about it they can't not think about it, but just sort of put it to the side a little bit and then come back and revisit it. And they have told me when I revisit it, I am able to reorganize it and make it better. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, I want to talk a little bit about what Adam has available on his page. You have recently released The Winter's Lord's Lament. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that was based on a game, The Dragon Dowser. And you're in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, and you're trying to locate dragon eggs, which are a source of great power, in order to protect them from, the evil emperor. The game itself is actually pretty child-friendly. It has some dark implications because of the post-apocalyptic side, but it's very cartoony. It's very maybe like geared, tween teen appropriate kind of level.
PG-13.
But yeah, there we go. But obviously I'm writing for myself and other adults, so I'm like, okay, I can lean into the darker elements of this and more complicated.
Well, and kids these days are exposed much more at much younger ages than certainly I remember when I was a child, the things I was exposed to. So anyway, the page is the Dungeonator. Adam just does this really for fun, a little coffee money right here and there. It's not your day job, any of that kind of stuff. And welcome to Colorado, right? You're in Colorado?
No, San Diego.
No, San Diego. That's right. Forgive me. I was on a Colorado track. Welcome to San Diego.
Practically right next door.
Yeah, right there. Right close. Congratulations on the move. I hope everything is going great. And I guess that's it, Cameron Mendy. We thank him for joining us. Adam, you're marvelous.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
We'll talk to you soon, Adam.
Bye, Adam.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
All right. Did everybody get their hashtag map in there, Cameron Mendy?
Yep. So we were going to do some monster mashup this week, but we will do it next week.
We have to do it next week.
Yes. So we'll finish up our going through our monsters, and then we'll post it in the den.
Yes.
And
maybe I can show that. So in the Room of Curiosities, and there's another place. There's a taxidermy studio where there are all kinds of really creepy creatures that have been put together. They're they're definitely a monster mashup. I think I need to make sure you have that artwork. We need to use that artwork because that is in Grovenloft.
Okay.
Very good.
I love it.
All right. Anything last? We got hashtag map. We got that taken care of. We got the Alphinius pin thing taken care of for our two.
Yeah, we're going to give.
Yes, okay.
I'm not going to do a giveaway since we're giving it to Ben and.
No, we promised we'd give a giveaway. Just do it. Do hashtag
Well, I
pin.
have to put it together really quickly.
Oh, you can't do hashtag pin?
Hold on. Let me. Well, I have to. I just.
All right. Listen, we'll give away 2 pins next week.
Okay. Sounds
2.
Good. Okay.
That'll make it easier.
Let me write a note that says we're giving away 2 pins.
Oh, goodness. I have an alarm going off. I don't know why.
Okay. We're giving away 2 pins next week. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Adam, for being on the show. And anything else from you? I mean, look forward to Grovenloft.
Can't wait.
The digitals have to be dropping, right?
Very soon. I'm spending pretty much my whole weekend on it.
Okay.
So, and Paul's doing a couple little things on the side. Carrie's been working really, really hard on it. AJ's been working really. Paul says it's too tough. He's wrong. All I ever get from is if I get criticisms about our stuff, it is always we are too easy. Ask AJ. I'm always going to the poor AJ, who's the stat master, and I'm always saying, AJ, we have to make this tougher. We have to make this tougher. Make it tougher.
Listen, here's the deal, and I'm just going to say this from having run, not me personally, but knowing from running thousands of games across many conventions, it really depends on the hands of the GM.
and game masters love to give stuff to their players.
So
and that makes their characters tough.
It's hard to balance. So
Game masters have to balance.
Yep.
That's the absolute rule.
So
My friends, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I hope it is restful and enjoyable. And if you have to go to work, I hope your work is great. May all your adventures be sticky.